Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Just got through watching Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson and Zab Zuda. They had special guests Bill Haney and Devin Haney. So, it was good to see them on there. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to Devin. And it was kind of funny. They was, talking about, the state of boxing. Devin Haney said some stuff, that I was agreeing with about the current state of boxing, which I'm going to talk about that later on. You know, I'm just tired of everybody. I'm tired of the boxers. I'm tired of the boxing media. I'm tired of the promoters. Just all the bullshit, and we just can't get no fights made. All talk, like I said before. But nevertheless, Mike Tyson said something very interesting when he was making a point. He took a jab at Sugar Ray Leonard, which I've said this about Sugar Ray Leonard before. I stand by what I said. Oh, and by the way, it's okay to respond to this video, but at the end of the day, I don't want to hear this shit about, well, what about with somebody else? Stick to the fucking subject. I'm serious. I don't want to hear you bringing up nobody else. Stick to the fucking subject. We ain't talking about nobody else. I don't want to hear none of this. Oh, well, so-and-so. No, we talking about the subject. Once again, I'm taking control of my channel and what I talk about on my channel. So I'm not finna be going back and forth with trolls or whatever the case may be. So if you bring up somebody else, I'm going to erase your comment and I'm going to block your ass. Don't subscribe to my channel just because you want to talk shit and troll. It's zero tolerance for that shit. I don't need your views, okay? And I don't need your sub if you on that type of shit. It's okay to disagree with me, but at the end of the day, it's the difference between disagreeing with me and then trolling. You just come on my channel because you want to talk shit and you want to bring some attention to yourself or try to promote your sorry ass channel. Nah, not gonna work here. But nevertheless, Mike Tyson said something that was very interesting about Sugar Ray Leonard. I've always said this about Sugar Ray Leonard and I stand by it. I always thought Sugar Ray Leonard was a tad bit overrated. I thought Sugar Ray Leonard did his best work before the first retirement. When Sugar Ray Leonard came out of retirement, he was doing a lot of maneuvering. It was kind of funny. Mike Tyson said that Sugar Ray Leonard was a master at aging fighters out. And then he had tried to fight him. He was very calculated and, you know what I'm saying, selective on who he would choose to fight post Marvin Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard, as I said before, he ducked a lot of fighters, whether people like it or not. I'm just keeping it 100. The only reason why he fought Terry Norris, which that backfired on him, is because he saw what happened with him and Julian Jackson. And, well, you seen what happened with the Terry Norris fight. Then, he thought he could basically maneuver his way to a fight with Oscar De La Hoya, but unfortunately, Hector Camacho ruined that. So, then Sugar Ray Leonard, he just would play these games. Everybody knows that he notoriously ducked Aaron Pryor, which I don't know why he didn't want to fight Aaron Pryor. I know Aaron Pryor allegedly beat him in the amateurs, but a lot of people felt that Sugar Ray Leonard tried to lowball him when it came to an offer. Now, I can't remember what the numbers was. Some people say that they was going to pay Sugar Ray Leonard $6 million and he only offered Aaron Pryor like $2 million for the fight. No, excuse me. He didn't even offer him $2 million. I heard he offered him like $200,000. So, Aaron Pryor felt that was a low ball offer. I know Sugar Ray Leonard was a big star at the time. He was a media darling, but damn, that was a low ball offer. He didn't even want to give the dude a meal. But, Sugar Ray Leonard, he just did that stuff. He did not go seeking the best guys out there. Like I said, he notoriously ducked Mike McCallum. He had that suspicious draw versus Thomas Hearns. A lot of people thought Thomas Hearns won that second fight. Thomas Hearns dropped Sugar Ray Leonard twice in that fight. Now, keep in mind, the funny part about that fight is going back to the first fight, Thomas Hearns was on his way to beating Sugar Ray Leonard in the first fight. But it was a 15-round fight at the time, and Thomas Hearns ran out of gas, and, Sugar Ray Leonard was able to get the stoppage. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't want to fight Iran Barkley. it was just a lot of dudes that he just refused to fight. And then a lot of people felt like he finessed Donald Curry out of the Marvin Hagler fight, because keep in mind, that fight was supposed to be for Donald Curry. Sugar Ray Leonard finessed him out of the fight. He took the fight. Donald Curry sued Sugar Ray Leonard. Now, don't get me wrong. I say this about every fighter. Every fighter have flaws. I'm just keeping it 100. Every fighter have flaws. Everybody, to a certain degree, had a guy that they didn't really want to fight. Let's just keep it 100. I don't want to hear this shit about, well, so-and-so, he fought everybody. No, he didn't. Because to be honest with you, technically, there's no such thing as fighting everybody. Okay? We could say, well, he tried to fight the best guys that was available, or the best guys that was willing to sign the contract. But I think we need to stop using those terminologies like he fought everybody. Okay? So every fighter had a fighter that they was hesitant to fight, from everybody, from Floyd Mayweather to Manny Pacquiao to Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? The only dude that I know that I think would have fought anybody that was willing to sign a contract is Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis didn't run from no smoke. Okay? And he fought the best opponents available who would sign a contract. So I'm just keeping it 100. But I agree with what Mike Tyson said. Like I said before, I think Sugar Ray Leonard was a tad bit overrated. And he was a real shiesty individual. And he was a shrewd negotiator. Okay? Like I said, he pretty much won in negotiations with Marvin Hagler. The only thing Marvin Hagler won was basically he got a little bit more money than Sugar Ray Leonard did. But Sugar Ray Leonard got to pick the ring size. I heard he got to pick the judges. I heard he got to pick the referee. So, and like I said, he got to pick that gigantic metamorphosis ass ring that they fought in. So, it is what it is. So I'm just keeping it 100. So I agree with what Mike Tyson had to say. Real talk. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.